How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I went and had a haircut today. $15 counting the tip, but here in Martinez, the haircut by itself is $15, so I saved a few dollars. And I haven't bought a paranormal book in a long time, so for the new year, I went and bought 4, and I've looked at 3 of them. And this didn't cost me that much. Alright, first is Hollywood Haunted, Laurie Jacobson and Marc Wanamaker. A ghostly tour of Filmland. Well, this book has a lot of information that you've already read about. Clifton Webb, Sharon Tate. There was one on a woman named Bessie. Let's see if I can find it here. Bessie Love. Her house was haunted. There are a number of things here about Ciro's nightclub, which became a comedy store, and the late Sam Kinison was harassed by ghosts in the comedy store, and about hotels in LA that are haunted, including one that's not one you think about, named the Oban, O-B-A-N Hotel. A lot of people stayed there before they became famous, like Orson Welles, and it's haunted. So it's not a great book, but, it adds to my collection. Okay, then I've been reading... And I don't know if I'd want to take this road trip. You may remember Art Bell talking about Chupacabras. This is Nick Redfern's Chupacabra Road Trip in Search of the Elusive Beast. And got pictures and his being on a television show and going all over to interview and talk to people about the Chupacabras. And Art used to talk about Chupacabras all the time. And let me show you. I gotta find this picture here. This is supposed to be a Chupacabra skull found in Texas. And there it is. And even if it's not a Chupacabra, that sure is creepy looking. So I'm about 3/4 of the way through it now. I finished the Hollywood book on the way back home, and then I started looking through this, and I'm going to say something. There's a lot of people associated with Area 51 and UFOs that are very strange, according to this book. David Darlington, Area 51, the Dreamland Chronicles, a legend of America's most secret military base. So there's that one. Always interested in Area 51. And finally, UFOs and the Alien Present, 6 Viewpoints by the 2020 group Visitors Investigation Project, edited by Michael Lindemann. Now this has articles by Stanton Friedman, Bud Hopkins, Lynn Moulton Howell, Donald Ware, Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, retired. A chapter on Bob Lazar. Let's see what else. There's Stanton there. I've looked this up. Late Bob Hopkins. Personal encounters with UFOs. And Donald Ware, who works with MUFON, and I haven't looked at his story yet. So, but that adds to my UFO book collection. And this came out 1991. So this is pretty old at this point. Let me see when these other ones came out. The Area 51 book. Somebody wrote to their friends in the book, drives you crazy, and that's anybody other than the author writes in a book. 1997. The Chupacabra book came out last year, so it's fairly new. Of course, Redfern churns them out. And finally, this one came out in 1994. So I got these half-price books in Berkeley, and they had some more, but that's all I could afford for this time. And I usually burden down with groceries, but I decided once to go in there. And let me show you one shot of your one hotel. This is the Alexandria Hotel, which a lot of stars used to stay at. And it's very haunted. And I don't know if it's still there or not. I haven't been there. The Palace Theater, which had stage and film stars and a television studio, that's haunted. And there's Bessie Love. Her house was haunted. And strangely enough, Ozzie Nelson is haunting his house, of Ozzie and Harriet fame. So that's 4, and then you had Clifton Webb, and various theaters are haunted. This one prominently, the Pacific Theater, Warner Pacific Theater. Sam Warner, he died. His brothers lived. They ran Warner Brothers, and he's still haunting the Pacific Theater. So that was interesting. I knew something about that, but it was interesting to read about it. Of course, Sam doesn't float up to the tops of the theater. He takes the elevator. Actually goes in the elevator, pushes the button, doors close, and he goes up in the elevator. Ghost who takes elevators. That's a new one. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. My throat is still sore. Oh, hot tea hurts. Normally it helps, so tomorrow I go to the ER because this is all swollen. Did find out that apple juice doesn't hurt, but I tried a bottle of Martinelli's apple juice, and it's much harder than the apple cider. And I had tonsillitis once. The only good part about tonsillitis is I lost 40 pounds. The bad part is the only thing you can eat when you have tonsillitis, this is as an adult, is apple juice and ice cream. Everything else you can't hold it in. You get sick to your stomach. Your stomach can't handle it, and you are in very much pain. All right. Have a great night. Hope you had a good New Year. Stay safe, stay dry. It's supposed to rain here for the next 5 days in Martinez, and according to the weather here, it's going to have rain with snow on Wednesday. So we may have snow on the ground for a little bit if it freezes up enough that it may snow here, which would be kind of cool. If it does, I'll go down and take a video of it. All right, have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.